So, collective reading, spirit message, devotional meditation time here. And I got an archangel message. And as you can see, I got a couple of archangel cards here. These were the cards that just kind of really jumped. Well, one literally jumped out of the deck, and the other one was the card on top, but they go hand in hand. And so we're going to kind of go over this just real quick. And I like the direction that the cards are heading in here, because there's going to be some thought here. And that's another thing too, is I like to help you do some critical thinking, and I believe that the angels know that, and they kind of play into that a little bit. But so here we go. The first card, which was the card on top. No, I need to do this card. Yep. The card that jumped out before I pulled the card on top is Comfort. And this is Archangel Araziel. And Araziel says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So, I want you to think. And Araziel, I believe, is asking for the same thing. Think for a moment a time that you needed that comfort. A moment in time where you were just on your lowest low. And how comforting it was to have that one person as walking down the street, walking past you, and say, I don't know what you're going through, but I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know that you are loved. That one simple act of kindness that brought a sense of comfort. Or maybe you've been in a situation where you've had to pay your bills, and you've had to choose between paying your bills and getting your kids something to eat, and you're in line at Walmart. You don't have the money to pay for your groceries, and the person in line behind you says, no, don't worry, I got it. And in that one moment, in that very finite time, we are enveloped in a hug of comfort and light, all because of the kindness of one person. Or maybe it's a loss of a loved one. And you've just not understood. You have no way to understand. It just doesn't make sense. And along comes a friend and says, a few years back, I lost my so-and-so. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. That one moment of comfort, how soon we forget. The call to action on this message is compassion, which is the other card. This is Archangel Zadkiel. And Zadkiel said, soften your heart with respect to this situation, and all the people involved, including yourself. So maybe we might be looking at someone and say, well, you did it to yourself. Maybe we're the person that's the next person in line, and we're seeing somebody and they say, man, I don't have enough money. I thought I had enough money. And you look at them and say, well, you did it to yourself. Now, we're not saying this out loud, but it's what's going through your mind. And I get it. I would say probably 80% of people, that's not what goes through their mind. But we're being called to a time of compassion. Like right now, in this time of just very unknown circumstances, we don't know who is going to be sick tomorrow. We don't know who that we know may have died today. But yet, there's people that want to point fingers and not have compassion. Now, I'm not trying to stir up any ill feelings. I'm not trying to do anything like that. But I want you to think. I want you to take into consideration people and the situation. The very unique situation that's happening right now. Where's the love? Where's the heart? We talk about peace, love, joy, and happiness all the time, but yet somehow we skip over actually doing it and implementing these things. And I don't want to be pointing fingers at anybody. But folks, we have a world to worry about here. The light workers are being called to action. And if you are a light worker, then be prepared. Dig into your reserves of compassion. Because one day, someone had compassion on you and showed you that peace and joy. And though some situations aren't always joyful, you can still know that there is comfort. And in the end, that is what compassion brings, is comfort. Open your heart. And live your life fully before the divine. In light and love, Stíofán Séamus, Guide of the Light.